You have the power to transform your life. But here's the truth. Most of us are living on autopilot, reacting to the world rather than taking charge of it. Right now, you might feel stuck or overwhelmed, thinking that change is something that happens to others, not you. But what if I told you that change is always within your grasp? What if I told you that no matter where you are today, you can take control of your life and rewrite your story? This isn't some motivational fluff. This is the raw truth that has the potential to shape your future in ways you never imagined. Keep watching, because the tools to break free from your limitations, face challenges with strength, and ultimately master your life are all within this talk. This is your moment to decide. Will you remain a passenger, or will you grab the wheel and take charge? Taking responsibility for your life is the most empowering thing you can do. It's easy to slip into the habit of blaming others or external circumstances for the challenges you face. But once you start taking full ownership of your actions, choices, and outcomes, you take back control of your life. Too often, we allow the environment around us, whether it's our upbringing, society's expectations, or the people in our lives, to dictate who we are and what we can achieve. But let me be clear, you are not the product of what happened to you. You are the result of the decisions you've made in response to those situations. The moment you embrace personal responsibility, you stop being a victim of your circumstances and become the architect of your future. It doesn't matter if you've been knocked down, failed, or faced obstacles. Every decision you make from this point forward can either keep you stuck or set you free. Think about it. Your actions, no matter how small, set the course for your life. Every decision you make is a building block, whether you're aware of it or not. And when you take responsibility, you don't wait for someone or something else to come along and fix things. You take action. Responsibility isn't just about acknowledging when you've made a mistake. It's also about recognizing your role in your success. It's easy to give credit to luck, timing, or other people when things are going well. But let's face it, your achievements are a reflection of your drive, your dedication, and the choices you've made to push through when it felt easier to quit. In moments of doubt, remember that you are the one who has the power to keep moving forward or to stop. Taking responsibility also means that you don't let the fear of failure hold you back. We all fail, it's inevitable, but failure isn't the end. It's the beginning of a new lesson, a new opportunity to grow. When you refuse to take responsibility, you let that fear dictate your choices. You become paralyzed by what might go wrong instead of being motivated by what could go right. The more you take responsibility, the more you learn how to get back up, dust yourself off, and keep pushing ahead with even greater resolve. It was also about being honest with yourself. We're all guilty of making excuses, especially when we don't want to confront the truth. We tell ourselves that we're too busy, too tired, or that it's not the right time. But when you take responsibility, you stop making excuses. You start asking yourself the tough questions. What do I really want? What am I willing to do to achieve it? How can I grow from this experience? The truth will always set you free, even if it's uncomfortable at first. Taking responsibility means that you stop blaming others for your feelings, your situation, or your lack of progress. It's easy to point fingers when things aren't going your way. You might blame a boss, a partner, your upbringing, or even your genetic makeup. But the moment you stop blaming others, you open up space to make real change. You can't change the past, but you have the power to shape your future. It all begins with a decision to take responsibility for who you are and where you're going. Ultimately, taking responsibility is about freedom, the freedom to make decisions that align with your goals and values, the freedom to stop waiting for others to tell you what to do, the freedom to live life on your own terms. When you take responsibility, you become unstoppable. You stop waiting for permission and you start living with purpose, with direction, and with the power to make things happen. This is the first step toward taking control of your life. Life is a relentless journey of highs and lows, but what if I told you that the toughest moments are often the most valuable? When we face adversity, it's easy to feel defeated, to believe that the challenge is too great and that we're not equipped to handle it. However, adversity is not just something to endure, it's something to embrace and use as a catalyst for growth. It's in the midst of hardship that we are tested, that we find out just how strong we are, and it's in those moments that we have the chance to redefine ourselves. Resilience is not built when everything's going well. It's not built when the sun is shining and the path is clear. True resilience is forged when the storm hits, when the road becomes rocky, and when the weight of the world seems to bear down on you. In those moments, most people crumble, but resilient individuals rise. It's the ability to face fear, uncertainty, pain, and setbacks without giving up that defines real strength. In fact, adversity, if approached correctly, can become your greatest teacher. When you push through the hardest of times, you come out the other side stronger, more capable, and with a greater sense of self-awareness. These challenges shape you into the person you need to become to achieve the success you desire. The key to resilience lies in how you react to the adversity you face. When something goes wrong, you have a choice. You can let it break you, or you can let it build you. Resilient people don't shy away from pain or discomfort. They don't try to escape difficult situations. They face them head on. They learn from the experience, adapt, and continue moving forward. The idea that you are defined by your challenges is powerful, but only if you embrace the adversity instead of running from it. It's crucial to understand that challenges are not an anomaly in life. They are a constant. The most successful individuals have all faced extreme adversity at some point, but it wasn't the adversity itself that made them successful. It was their response to it. Success isn't about avoiding difficulty or finding the path of least resistance. It's about learning to handle the difficulty when it comes and using it as an opportunity to improve. When you face challenges, it's like hitting the gym for your mind and character. Every difficult moment is an opportunity to grow stronger, more adaptable, and more confident in your ability to face whatever comes next. In the face of adversity, it's easy to become consumed by fear. The fear of failure, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of not being able to handle it. But fear is often just an illusion. It's your mind playing tricks on you, trying to protect you from discomfort. In reality, fear is a signal that you're pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, which is exactly where growth happens. Don't let fear dictate your actions. Instead, use it as fuel to drive you forward. When you start viewing adversity as an opportunity rather than a setback, you begin to unlock your true potential. What makes resilient individuals stand out is their unwavering belief that they will overcome whatever challenge is in front of them. Even when faced with what seems like an insurmountable obstacle, they maintain their focus, their commitment, and their perseverance. They know that no matter how hard things get, they will not be defeated. They will adapt, learn, and continue moving forward. And this is the mindset that enables them to thrive, not just survive. Adversity, therefore, is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's in these difficult moments that you will learn more about yourself than any success or easy moment could ever teach you. By facing challenges head on, you become more resilient, more capable, and more prepared for whatever lies ahead. Having a clear sense of purpose in life is like having a roadmap to guide you through the chaos and uncertainty. Without it, you're essentially wandering aimlessly, hoping to stumble upon success or fulfillment. Life can be overwhelming at times, and when you don't have a clear direction, you end up chasing fleeting distractions, getting sidetracked by other people's agendas, or succumbing to the pressure of societal expectations. But once you discover your why, everything changes. Purpose provides clarity and focus, making everything you do meaningful and aligned with your true values. A sense of purpose isn't just about having a goal, it's about having a reason to get out of bed each morning, a driving force that propels you to push through obstacles and setbacks. It's the internal fuel that keeps you going, even on the days when life seems to be throwing everything it has at you. Without a clear purpose, it's easy to lose motivation. You might wake up and go through the motions, but deep down, you'll feel disconnected from what you're doing. However, when your purpose is clear, every task, no matter how mundane, becomes a step towards something bigger. Even on the toughest days, your purpose becomes the anchor that keeps you grounded and moving forward. Many people go through life without truly defining their purpose, and this often leads to a sense of dissatisfaction. They may chase external markers of success, money, status, recognition, thinking that these things will bring them fulfillment, but true fulfillment comes from within. It's not about what you have, but about who you are and what you stand for. When you have a clear sense of purpose, external achievements become the byproduct of your pursuit, not the ultimate goal. Purpose gives you the courage to stay true to yourself, even when the world pressures you to conform. It allows you to make decisions that align with your core values, leading to a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. One of the most powerful aspects of purpose is that it provides direction. It's easy to feel lost when you don't know where you're going, but when your purpose is clear, you know exactly what steps you need to take. Even when faced with choices or difficult decisions, your purpose acts as a compass, guiding you toward what aligns with your true self. This clarity is crucial, especially when life becomes uncertain or when the path ahead seems foggy. When you're clear on your purpose, you have the confidence to take action even in the face of doubt. You no longer second guess yourself because you know that every decision is moving you closer to your goal. Finding your purpose requires reflection, patience, and honesty with yourself. It's about asking the tough questions. What drives me? What am I passionate about? What do I want to contribute to the world? But more importantly, it's about being open to the journey of self discovery. Your purpose may evolve over time as you grow and change, and that's okay. But the key is to remain committed to the process of finding it, because once you have a clear sense of purpose, you gain the power to shape your life and create the impact you desire. When you live with purpose, you begin to realize that every setback, every obstacle, and every challenge is a part of the journey. Purpose gives you the strength to face adversity with resilience, knowing that each step, even the difficult ones, is moving you toward your higher calling. It gives meaning to the struggle. It ensures that no matter what, you are always moving forward in alignment with your true self. Living with purpose transforms the way you approach life. It turns every moment into an opportunity to move closer to your vision and every challenge into a lesson that strengthens you. Intention alone will never bring about change. Action is the real catalyst for progress. It's easy to dream of the life you want to create, to envision success, happiness, or fulfillment, but those visions remain nothing more than fantasies without decisive action. Too often, we fall into the trap of thinking that we can manifest our desires by simply wishing for them or planning them out in our minds. But the truth is, success is earned through consistent action. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, even when obstacles arise, and even when the results don't come immediately. The key to turning your dreams into reality is to take action and to keep taking it relentlessly. When you commit to action, you set yourself apart from the masses. Anyone can dream, but it's those who follow through who achieve greatness. Action is the bridge between thought and reality, between potential and achievement. Without it, all the plans and ideas in the world are just that, plans and ideas. Action transforms your ambitions into tangible results. It's what pushes you forward when inertia and fear try to hold you back. Scientists have measures of how much a mini burrito will help with depression. And I think measures are the most important thing, because it makes us feel like we're on the right track, really. The more action you take, the more small steps every day, building momentum over time. The more action you take, the more progress you make, and the closer you get to your goals. One of the most significant obstacles people face when it comes to action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, fear of the unknown. These fears hold us back from even attempting to take that first step. But fear is often just an illusion, a barrier created in our minds to keep us comfortable. It's important to realize that fear is a natural part of growth, not something to avoid. The people who succeed are not the ones who are fearless. They are the ones who are able to act despite their fear. When you take action, even if it's in the face of fear, you break down that barrier, showing yourself that you're capable of more than you think. Every action you take, no matter how small, weakens the grip that fear has over you. And each successful step builds confidence, further propelling you forward. In addition to fear, there's also the danger of perfectionism. Many people hesitate to take action because they feel they don't have all the answers or resources. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect conditions before they act. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. Perfection is an illusion. If you wait for everything to be perfect, you may wait forever. The only way to move forward is to start with what you have, take imperfect action, and refine along the way. The process of taking action itself is what leads to learning and growth. And over time, you'll adjust and improve. But you can't improve if you're not moving. Moreover, taking action teaches you invaluable lessons that planning and dreaming cannot. The act of doing reveals what works and what doesn't, what needs adjusting, and what obstacles need to be overcome. When you're in motion, you're engaged in the process of self-discovery, uncovering strengths and weaknesses you may not have known existed. It's through action that you develop new skills, gain experience, and become more adept at navigating the challenges that come with pursuing any meaningful goal. In essence, every step you take brings you closer to mastery, even if it's a step filled with mistakes and setbacks. The real difference between those who succeed and those who don't is their ability to keep taking action even when the results are delayed. Action builds momentum, and momentum makes progress inevitable. So if you're serious about creating the life you want, stop waiting, start today. Take that first step. No matter how small it seems, the act of beginning will change everything, and it will create a ripple effect that drives you toward your ultimate goals. Keep moving forward and trust that the journey itself will reveal the results you're striving for. The mental toughness is not something you're born with. It's something you cultivate through experience, discipline, and resilience. Life doesn't go according to plan for anyone, and we all face moments where the odds seem stacked against us. It's in these moments that your mental toughness will determine whether you succeed or falter. It's the ability to stay focused, composed, and driven, even when external circumstances are pushing you in the opposite direction. Without mental toughness, you become a slave to your emotions and external circumstances, reacting to life rather than taking control of it. But with it, you become a force of nature, unshaken by the trials that would break most others. Developing mental toughness starts with shifting your mindset. It's about viewing challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of your abilities, you see it as feedback, valuable information that tells you what's working and what's not. This mindset shift is crucial because it frees you from the fear of failure. If you're constantly afraid to make mistakes, you'll never push yourself past your limits. Mental toughness allows you to fail forward, learning from each setback rather than letting it define you. When you adopt this perspective, you stop allowing fear to dictate your actions. And instead, you move with purpose, understanding that every experience, no matter how difficult, is part of your evolution. Another key aspect of mental toughness is emotional control. Life is unpredictable, and you'll often find yourself facing situations that trigger frustration, anger, or despair. In these moments, mental toughness is about not allowing those emotions to control you. It's about pausing, taking a deep breath, and choosing your response. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond to it. This requires self-awareness and emotional discipline. It's easy to let your emotions take over when life gets tough, but when you master your emotions, you take back control. You stop reacting impulsively and start responding with clarity and purpose, no matter the circumstances. Mental toughness is also about perseverance, the ability to keep going even when the end goal feels out of reach. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but what happens when the journey gets tough? What happens when you feel like quitting, when you're exhausted, or when you don't see immediate results? Mental toughness is what keeps you going when everyone else gives up. It's the strength to push through when you feel like you've hit a wall. The most successful people in the world didn't reach their achievements by quitting when things got hard. They reached them because they kept going when the path seemed impossible. Every time you push through a difficult moment, you reinforce your mental toughness and prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you realize. Another critical element of mental toughness is focus. Distractions are everywhere, and it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But mental toughness means staying focused on your goals, even when life tries to pull you in a million directions. It's about blocking out the noise, tuning out the opinions of others, and staying on course despite external pressures. When you have mental toughness, you know where your energy is best spent, and you direct your efforts toward what truly matters. You stop wasting time on things that don't serve your purpose, and you channel your focus into productive, meaningful action. Finally, mental toughness is about self-belief. It's about trusting that you have the strength, the ability, and the resilience to face whatever comes your way. Even in the face of uncertainty, you trust that you are capable of handling whatever challenges life throws at you. Self-doubt can paralyze you, but mental toughness gives you the confidence to continue moving forward, no matter how daunting the journey ahead may seem. When you believe in yourself, you can achieve things you never thought possible. Mental toughness is an ongoing practice. It's built over time, and it's strengthened every time you face adversity and choose to keep going. It's what keeps you grounded when everything around you feels unstable, and it's what helps you rise above the challenges that try to hold you down. When you develop mental toughness, you don't just survive life's difficulties, you thrive because of them. Success doesn't come easily. It's not handed to you on a silver platter, and it's certainly not guaranteed. The path to success is riddled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But it's not these challenges that determine whether you succeed. It's your mindset and how you respond to adversity that ultimately define your outcome. Success is not about avoiding failure. It's about learning to use failure as a stepping stone toward growth. Every setback, every failure, every moment of struggle is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and become better. Those who are truly successful don't see failure as an end, but as an integral part of the journey. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is their ability to persevere, even when it feels impossible. It's about having the grit to continue when others have long given up. Success requires persistence, the ability to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead is unclear, and even when you face moments of doubt. When you set your sights on a goal, it's easy to become discouraged by the time and effort required to achieve it. But those who succeed are the ones who stay committed to the process. No matter how long it takes, they understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. And it's the consistent incremental progress that'll eventually get you to where you want to go. Yeah. It's crucial to stay focused on your vision and never lose sight of why you started in the first place. This focus acts as a compass, guiding you through the tough times and keeping you in line with your goals. The ability to remain committed to your vision is what separates those who reach their destination from those who fall short. Every challenge you face along the way will test your resolve. But if you maintain that laser sharp focus, you'll be better equipped to stay on course. Distractions, doubts, and the opinions of others who always try to pull you off track. But with unwavering focus, you can keep moving forward one step at a time. Another key element of success is adaptability. Life is unpredictable and the path to success is rarely linear. In fact, the most successful people are often the ones who can adapt to changing circumstances, pivot when necessary, and find new solutions to old problems. Adaptability is about maintaining flexibility in your approach, understanding that things might not always go as planned, and being willing to adjust your strategy without losing sight of your ultimate goal. The road to success isn't a straight line. It's a winding path filled with detours, but it's the ability to adapt to those detours and keep pushing forward that leads to eventual success. Success also requires self-discipline. It's easy to make excuses and put things off for tomorrow, but those who achieve success are the ones who take consistent action even when they don't feel like it. Self-discipline is about doing what needs to be done even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. It's about pushing through the resistance and staying focused on the bigger picture. When you cultivate self-discipline, you create momentum, and momentum is what drives you toward your goals. Each small disciplined action you take compounds over time, eventually leading to massive success. And finally, true success comes from aligning your efforts with your values. It's about doing work that feels meaningful and staying true to your principles, even when it would be easier to cut corners or take shortcuts. Success that is built on a foundation of integrity is not only more fulfilling, but it's also more sustainable. When your actions align with your values, success feels less like a struggle and more like a natural consequence of living authentically. It is the alignment that gives you the strength to persevere when times get tough, and it's what makes success feel truly rewarding. Achieving success is not a matter of luck or circumstance. It's the result of consistent effort, a focused mindset, and the resilience to push through obstacles. It's about staying committed to the process, being adaptable in the face of change, and never losing sight of your vision. Success is earned through persistence, discipline, and a relentless pursuit of what you believe in. When you align your actions with your values, and when you embrace every setback as an opportunity to grow, success becomes not only achievable, but inevitable.